Welcome back to the In Conversation Cage. I'm joined here by Dave Britton.
That's it, yeah.
I nearly said Dan there again. Dave Britton, part of the Purple team.
That's right, yeah.
How's life on the Purple team?
Yeah, it's a good team. Yeah. Just a good bunch of lads. Can't fault that at all. Some decent players on there. You know, we struggle for numbers week in, week out, but
yeah, it was a tough end of the season, wasn't it? Tough end of the season, but it's been great that we've had so many people sign on.
Yeah, and a few new lads I think have joined. So,
hopefully this season they'll become regulars for you and help you progress. So if all your regulars turn up and if your team turn up regular, I think you've got a very good team.
Yeah, I think we do.
I think you've got a very good team on paper.
Yeah, got better as the season went on. I think as we learn each other's games, we've had a lot of injuries and a lot of people missing, so I've not helped that. But yeah.
It's just you and Red seem to struggle more than anyone on things like that. Let's talk about you then.
Yeah.
So this is your second MANvFAT program, effectively, because you were part of the Weston-Super-Mare program.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So tell us about your journey right from the start back and why you joined Weston-Super-Mare, and then how you ended up here on the Newport program.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'd seen the adverts on sort of Facebook and stuff ages before I joined, and I was thinking, I should do that. Maybe a little bit of reservation about was I too big, was I too unfit, but I don't know what really spurned it. I think it was I ended up in a relationship breakup, moved out with my folks for a bit, and then come back into my own place again as I bought the flat out. I think that's just that independence, stuff that I needed stuff to do. So it's like, do you know what? Let's just bite the bullet. Let's join it. Can't hurt, is it? I'd been trying to lose weight on my own for a bit and had a reasonable amount of success. I just thought it would be the kick up the jacksie to go.
He's seeing so many people. He's seeing so many other people on this program, encouraging yourself to want to do well as well.
Yeah. It was
because a lot of people have said. I had somebody on the couch earlier on, and they said, when I try and lose weight on my own, I go off track quite easy and stuff. When you see so many people doing the same thing, that's sort of the extra motivation you need to continue.
It is. There's a bit of there's a little bit of pressure in there because you don't want to let anyone else down. So you pull out all the stops to try and get something. Yeah. So I think it works.
So what was you, if you don't mind me asking, what was you roughly in terms of weight at the start of the Weston-Super-Mare program?
So I think when I started, I think I was something like 128 kilos.
Wow. Okay.
You just weighed me. Well, I can't remember what it was, but I've been fluctuating for the last month or 6 weeks around the 95, 96, I think.
So that's a big. How long was you on the project for in Weston?
I think I did 2 full seasons, and then it was a half season before COVID struck. In my first season was where I lost all the weight. I did just shy of 20% in my first season.
Wow, that's an incredible loss, mate. Well, yeah, that's quality.
Yeah, it was nice. It was quite rewarding, and I guess being at the top of that little leaderboard and you seeing it going up, you're thinking, right, make sure that I don't want to lose that top spot, because there was another guy who was competing with me on points as well. I think he had a fantastic season, around 16% as well. So it was a little bit of competition. Didn't want to falter on it, but yeah, it was good. It was it felt like a decent achievement. Then the second season, there's less to lose. It became a bit harder. I think I still managed to get close to my 10%, and then halfway through the second one, I was sort of pushing for that sort of BMI position, and COVID struck. And then just became a lot more inactive and struggled with that, really.
A lot of people become inactive, unfortunately. Yeah, it wasn't a great time at all.
Trying to go out running and stuff, keep my fitness up, but just the lack of movement, going to work meant I was walking into work, walking out of work around the city centre and stuff. But in COVID, I was just walking around my home. But yeah, you asked about what brought me to Newport.
Yeah, what brought you to Newport?
Yeah, that was my personal circumstances again changed. So I met a girl, got in a relationship. We moved in just before COVID struck down in Weston. She's from Undy, so not too far from here.
Okay.
So we were, looking at where to live, and we ended up down this way. So I was like, right, let's see if I can transfer my membership and keep going, because I felt that one, it was going to be good to help me maintain the success I had achieved, and also to try and get that probably best part of a stone I put on through COVID. So.
I think a lot of people put on quite a bit through COVID. I don't think you was the only one. So what sort of changes have you made to your lifestyle whilst you've been on the programme then? Have you changed the way that you've eaten? Do you find yourself exercising more? Tell us about what you do.
It's definitely both. So I've always put it down to like two things. It's eat less, well not really eat less, it's eat better and move more. So I eat so much better. So I'm careful about what I eat, portion sizes. I eat so much more fruit and veg, salad, rather than chocolate crisps. Stay wherever I can. I stay away from like fast food and takeaways. Takeaways used to be the bane of my life. I reckon at one point I was having 2, maybe 3 a week. Now it's
that's me at home.
Yeah.
That is.
I'm
at that stage. We're going like 5 down to 3. I'm going the right way. But I know exactly what you mean.
It's hard. It's easy. It's nice. It's comforting. But sometimes you feel you deserve it, and you do. But yeah, I was so strict with myself for that period where I got that best part 20% off. And then I've let myself sort of enjoy life a bit more. So I've introduced stuff again, just try to keep it in moderation.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. It's important as well that you get the right balance, because you don't want to cut out them sort of luxurious meals because there'll come a time where if you go without having one for so long, once you have one that might turn into another one so soon after, the weight will come straight back. So it is important to understand that you can eat the bad thing now and again.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people automatically assume when you're trying to diet is that you can't eat it.
Nah, exactly. You need to live as well. Life's for the living. So you do need to be sociable. You do need to eat out with friends, family.
Absolutely.
You do need to get that Saturday night pizza in, the Chinese, whatever it might be. You do need to have those beers, but it's just about making sure they're not too often.
Yeah, absolutely. That can think, Joe Wilbur. Have you occurred any sort of personal challenges whilst you've been on the programme then?
I guess I have, yeah. So the last been in the last sort of like 12 months. Obviously moving to this neck of the woods, that wasn't particularly easy, because problems with the house buying chain meant that we lived with my partner's parents. They were great, but it's being at home.
Yeah, it's a different life.
You're a little bit limited by what you can eat because you tend to eat with them as well. So there's all sorts of like little challenges that come with that. And then we've also had a few sort of we've been trying to become parents, and that's not gone too well. We've had like 3 miscarriages in the last sort of like 9 to 10 months.
Wow.
So that's
sorry to hear.
No, it's something that we've been talking about. We talk openly about. But yeah, so that's been quite brutal on the sort of personal side. This sort of stuff helps. I found exercise really helped. It takes not your mind off it, but it makes thing, I think, gives you a bit more resilience to deal with stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I've probably found that and just try to play as often as possible, try and balance that at home. But yeah, there's been times when it's been not all that easy. But I think it helps you to it helps with that resilience. I've don't feel like I've broken mentally. I feel like I've been able to still be quite strong. I think exercise and diet have helped.
I don't really know what to say after that, to be honest.
Nah, mate, it's come out of the blue, really.
I'm not sure what to taken back with that. I can't imagine at all what that period was like at all. But a credit to you for not breaking, because it would have broken a lot of people, I think.
Yeah.
Not that I'm deliberately going to swiftly move on from that, but this season, hopefully it's going to be a good, successful season. Have you got any personal goals for this season?
I guess my personal goal is to get my weight back down to where I was pre-COVID, which is that close to that, that maintained position. Although I look at some photos of me then and I look really skinny. And it's just like, it's mad. It's not even that much difference. We're talking about £8 now. So, but it's like, it's mad how different it is.
Once you've lost it, once it starts to come back a little bit, you start to notice it again, don't you?
You notice in your clothes, don't you? Things fit a little bit tighter.
I know, absolutely.
But do you know what? Life's starting to return to normal now, and I think it's important that I get involved and get on that sort of journey with everyone else as we try to get back to normal. Be back in the office a bit more often. That increases my daily activity as well, where I'm not stuck at home. Playing football here is back. I'll try and play some in the midweek, the boot camps, all of that stuff. I'll get involved in where I can. Usually, I was travelling back down to Weston to do the odd game. Then I'll probably try and do that.
Do you ever go to the arcades down in Weston?
It's been a long time, but yeah, I've been down there. Yeah, yeah.
My favourite place. Well, Dave, thank you very much for taking some time and sharing your story.
Yeah, it's been nice
I wish you all the best this season with the weight loss and the enjoyment of the football, and I also wish you all the best with things at home going forward.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Nice one. Cheers, man.